Beautiful. Delectable.
And that was your ASMR 3 seconds?
Yeah, pretty much. This is the Shenanigoons podcast. We're coming here from, well, the past to give you episode 10.
And the future.
I'm just here.
So, on this week's agenda, because we always have an agenda that we don't spitball this by any stretch at all, ever.
No,
we have,
of course not.
Everything is 100% scripted at all times. Right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, not like my laptop's frozen right now for whatever reason. Not at all.
Nah,
That is actually weird.
it just needed to take a little vacation. It's fine. It'll be back in a week or so.
It
You'll be
exploded
good.
like Josie did that one time when he was gone for a week.
Yeah, it's just like,
yes.
I'm gone. Peace. But yeah, so this week,
I was on vacation, all right?
our agenda for this week is we're taking another kind of odd week because since we did the odd week last week and watched Alien Earth, just because it was kind of the standalone episode, and we still kind of want to do the 2 episodes ago thing, we're evening it out because the series has a grand total of 8 episodes. So last week was episode 5 for Alien Earth. This week we decided to watch episode 6.
You're not going to get episode 7 next week. You will get episode 7 and 8 the week after.
Just like the good Lord intended. But we also do have some other topics as well. It's like this week we have also seen the grand falling of the Magic the Gathering cost for the Spider-Man collector booster sets.
I'll be back. You go ahead.
And I'm going to intro us with that specifically because it is a much smaller topic.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I mean, we also, and then after that, we have the direct. If you've watched some of it.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
People don't watch Nintendo Directs.
Well, I mean, there's no reason to. Silksong's already out.
Yeah, it's like there's no announcements that anybody matters.
Is
no,
it
you're
out?
right. It's not out.
That's like Silksong never comes out. It's like it's a collective hallucination brought on by swamp gas and chemtrails.
And Jupiter's in retrograde and all that.
Yeah, it's like everything just had to come
Don't
into
forget
alignment.
Mercury's also in the
Microwave. Yeah.
I do have something about Silksong, but do your Magic the Gathering, and then we'll get to that. Because that's also a smaller topic, so we'll do that. And then
Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, Spider-Man collector booster boxes are down about $300. And they're still technically not even out yet, and they're already down $300 from where they were because scalpers had overestimated how valuable the set was going to actually be to anybody.
Originally, so sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go right ahead.
Apparently, in the original plan for the set was Assassin's Creed. It was supposed to be very similar to Assassin's Creed.
So much smaller thing. In
Much
general.
smaller, no commons. Or no, commons, only on non-commons and, rares. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy came around.
Yeah, they saw dollar signs, and then the secondary market also saw dollar signs, but yeah, there was no reason to not. So they increased the price on the secondary market tremendously over and over and over until it reached about like 8 something?
It was almost, I think the closest they got to was like 100.
800?
At least from videos that I saw and people doing research on it, and doing research off of it on my own. Yeah, the highest it went is 900.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Now it's down to like
it's 540.
540, I believe, the last time I checked.
Yeah, and that was a rapid fall once people started to get their hands on the packs and open them up on streams or on YouTube videos.
Literally saw a video last night while
I
was working on my
your partner deck.
my partner deck. 5 boxes of collector boosters, and the guy only made back, I want to basically say, not even like, maybe like a quarter of what he spent back.
Yeah, that's brutal especially if you're buying for value. That is a brutal, like, kind of oh no type come to Jesus moment in your investment where you're like, oh my God, I have massively overestimated how much people are going to give a damn about this or how much any of this is worth.
Yeah, no. So yeah, the only, I think like the highest card that he got was the Eddie Brock, and it was the comic book.
Kind of like variant thing, yeah.
Yeah, and that was like $200 if I remember correctly. Everything else that he kept getting, I think the second highest one that he got was Peter Parker, but it was also comic book variant.
Yeah.
So it seems like the value is going to be more in comic book cards other than that.
No, that makes total sense. And at least that so far, that hasn't seemed to have hindered the amount of money that it costs to buy Avatar ones yet. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I don't want nothing.
It's like I really kind of want a couple of them, but at the same time, I would like buying collector boxes because the cards are pretty. They are pretty. They have more of the type of cards I want typically, but
I just
not at the prices they're currently going at. God,
the only reason I would get the collector booster, at least for the Avatar one, is because of you get 5 of the TLE.
Yeah, it's like you get much more in that case. Besides that, let's see how long we can keep this going and see how many different things that he can actually do to try to distract us.
Yeah.
That would be actually the most fun.
I'm more surprised he's not trying to like make his computer work.
But yeah, the prices are still wild, but thankfully they're coming down. So
I hope the Soul Stone goes
that.
down in price.
I don't really care simply because like I've called it, it's an arcaner signet. It's
an arcane signet for like black.
It's an indestructible arcane signet for black and has a costly effect. Ta-da. Oh, he remembered to check his phone so it won't ring today.
No, I did that beforehand.
Oh, he still remembered.
He is
okay,
prop.
but yeah, that's all I have on that topic because it's like the prices are going crazy, but crazy in our direction for once.
So where do you think they're gonna like kind of plateau at?
I think that it's gonna kind of stop, or it's gonna go down to probably about like $475 for the collector boxes for this one. Because right now it's like the play boosters you're looking at $180 to $230-ish, but even then, that $230-ish, I don't think you're going to really be getting that much in the way of sales because this, even though it is a sought-after property, Spider-Man, everybody loves Spider-Man. Even people that say that they don't like Spider-Man, they love the villain. They actually like Spider-Man because they like one of the villains, they like one of the other variants of Spider-Man, like Miles Morales, Spider-Punk, any of them. So everybody loves Spider-Man. It still really does kind of need to be at the lower end of the spectrum, especially because when it comes to purchasing the cards in like a bulk setting, like the box. With a set like this and seeing what they've like shown just everybody in general right now, there's not enough cards that are in there unless they are highly special or just like they want them for the art that are going to be worthwhile in the long run. So this is one of those sets that's practically going to have almost no life in standard, and that's one of the big ones that'll generate a lot of the revenue because like with us who play Commander primarily, it's like we can reach back into the distant past for our bulk or just even for singles as we're making things, building decks, and just buy those. So we don't necessarily have to stay current to stay on top of the game. Standard has to be super current. And with Universes Beyond being in kind of the standard rotation now, it's like, yeah, that's driving the cost of all of it up a little bit because you have production costs, so just general baseline costs for things like Aether Drift or the more recent one like Dragon Storm and then Edge of Eternities. All those kind of have a higher end MSRP now, but now the Universes Beyond because of the additional layer with like what's it fucking called? Brain work. It tired. Want more energy drink. Glug glug glug. There we go. That goes down the gullet. Nice. Yeah, it's like the licensed properties that they have to pay extra for. that's one of the things that drives the cost up, and then that's one reason why they don't produce those sets as long term. So they want to get their bang for the buck out of them as quickly as possible. So it's like they have a higher entry point for the cost, and then you also have people that like the properties that buy up all that shit. Like when I bought up 3 boxes of the play boosters for Final Fantasy. I still would have bought more because there are other cards that I want, but I also kind of want to be able to eat, at least to a point. But yeah, so it's like it's a weird time for Magic right now. We're starting to kind of have it enter its Pokemon phase again, where people are buying it for profit instead of to play. It's not even to collect. It's like there's a lot of people buying for profit. It's like it's cool to see like YouTube videos be like, oh, should I open it or keep it sealed, or what is it, bank or bust, stuff like that. Like how did I do as far as like the cost of the pack? What's my pack value for this pack opening? It's nice to see that, just to kind of like, okay, cool. It's like, oh, I like pack openings. They're kind of nice. You can see the cards, and especially if you're someone like me who played a long time ago and only moderately recently came back to it. It's like you can see a lot of cards that you saw when you were a kid, maybe cards that I had when I was a kid that now are super valuable, that I'm kicking myself over, that I'd still probably never sell simply because they would be in heavy use, like Gaia's Cradle. I had so many of those. That hurts my soul because that's like a $900 card.
Jesus.
It's brutal. But yeah, a lot of the speculators now are coming in. And that's one of the reasons why you see the collector boxes jump up so high in price. I remember hearing reports that a lot of the allocation for the upcoming Avatar set had primarily been allocated to like 2 different parties, like just literally 2 different entities that almost exclusively put them back up immediately on TCG Player for much higher prices, obviously. So it does kind of come with that problem right now, and I'm of the mindset with collector boxes, they're single run. That's one of the reasons they're so expensive, where you might get like years of runs of like Lost Caverns of Ixalan. It's like you get years of that one being produced over and over and over and over, but you only get that one run of the collector boxes. And I think that it should be a premium product because it's supposed to have all the like really nice like alt arts, and practically everything's a fucking foil, so it has that little extra like ooh shiny quality. It's like I'm a crow looking for things for my fucking nest here. It's like ooh shiny, I want that.
I'm gonna bling out the deck.
Yeah, I gotta bling out the deck. It's like a nice thing. It's fun, but at the same time, yeah, they need to not make it single run. It just needs to be multiple runs. It needs to have at least 2 or 3. And if it's a set that has a serialized, okay, put that serialized in the first run. Drop the serialized from each successive run. Just put that on the box. It's like, hey, this is the first run, contains serialized.
Basically,
every other one just doesn't.
What was it? Dominaria?
Dominaria United?
Yeah, was right? That's the one that has. Is it that one, or is it?
Oh, which card?
I'm trying to remember this. I'm just trying to remember a serialized one, the one that had like the most serialized.
Oh, well, there were a couple that had a fair amount, and I think it was Dominaria United had the most serialized cards. Second most, I think, was War of the Machine.
That is not the.
Oh, Ravnica.
Ravnica had a lot of the serialized cards too.
True, especially when they did the Ravnica remastered. And I'm really upset that I missed that fucking set because I don't want to pay $200-something for a booster box. It's like I'm going to. It's going to happen. I am weak, but I don't want to. Because I really like Ravnica. Ravnica was a fun plane to visit. But hey, I'll do it after Strixhaven. After we get our return to Strixhaven, I will do it.
I just see my girl Liliana back, man.
You get your teacher looking Liliana again, the matron.
Yes.
Matron Liliana for the next Strixhaven.
Yes.
But yeah, it's I really want the prices to stabilize. Let's see, what's that one?
This is the price stuff for the Spider-Man stuff.
Oh, so the low sale price for today is $659.98, and that's for the collector box. But the high sale price was basically $1,100.
I was looking at the listings, by the way. The highest listings that they have in here for the sale, or of someone selling unopened ones, $2,000.
And you know what? That's bad sign for Avatar, because that means that Avatar is going to climb again. But again, I'm probably just going to buy some packs here and there for that one, because like there's cards I really actually do want from the Avatar set for my decks, because they look like they'll be a lot of fun to play. Like Avatar Aang would be a great Wooburg commander, and he'd just be fun. He'd be fun. It's kind of like, but he would probably end up playing a lot like my Jank Gataxis. Yeah, it's like the decks that Josie and I played today before recording. It's like we built new decks this week. I left it up to someone on TikTok to pick which commander I would play. They picked Gen Gataxis because I never build blue. So I dubbed my deck Jank Gataxis. And it's actually surprisingly very effective. Like scarily effective. Tons and tons of draw, proliferate, and actually surprisingly high damage. It's a lovely thing.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, it's like by the end of the game, my hand was about the size of what was remaining of my deck. It was about like 18 cards in each, because it's the draw power in it is absolutely insane. It's a lovely, lovely cursed object. But yes, what was your topic, Jose? That is not Magic the Gathering related.
I'm waiting because I know the minute I start talking, you're going to drop something about Magic again. I know you're going to do it. I see the look on your face.
I would never do that to you.
Yes, you would. I know you would.
How little faith. I am offended.
Hurt even?
I'm wounded.
No, because you're literally waiting for me to say it so you can do it. I see the look on your face. Granted, this is a podcast and our audience can't see us, but we can see each other. We're in the same room. I see your face.
Are we really in the same room, though?
Yes.
He just doesn't believe me anymore. I'm so hurt. My brother.
It was...
So Rift Band.
I see, I told you. I was waiting.
Lord Wind.
Silksong, this is what's related to that. I think it was like a day or two after the game came out for PC. People made a cheat to make it easier. Like, and not like, to cheat in the standard senses of cheating. The cheat was an easy mode, a literal easy mode version.
Huh. That's actually kind of ingenious on their part doing that. Especially because, it's like, I'm old. I suck at video games. I bitched about it last week. I could use an easy mode for games like this. Like, I will power through it eventually. But, my God, it's like an easy mode would be nice. Because, like, I don't have the same type of time I used to have. It's like when I could be like, oh, Dark Souls? Oh, this boss is fucking me up. I could just throw myself at the wall for the next 10 hours, either trying to beat him or grind to get stronger to beat him. I don't have that time anymore. I want that time back, but I don't have that time anymore.
But just something real short and simple. I told you.
Well, you know what else is short and simple? The next bit, because they also have patched it and nerfed some stuff.
Wait, really?
Yeah. The PC version of the patch is currently live. I don't know when the console version of it's going to go live. It might have gone live by earlier this morning, or it could be sometime this next week. But there are a couple bosses that are going to get nerfed. One of them is in, Greyholm or something like that. It's kind of the flying dude who has weird little flying kicks and throws little wind projectiles at you. He's getting nerfed for some reason. He's not that difficult, really. And this is saying it as a really shitty player. He's not that difficult. He just, you get used to his pattern after, one or two deaths at most. And then it's like, oh, okay, this doesn't really change. Even when he goes to phase 2, it doesn't really change. There's that one, and there's another boss a little later, I believe, that they also are nerfing a little bit. Like, they're decreasing the damage he takes and some of the attacks, how much damage they do. My wish is being granted, apparently, from reports that I've heard. I hope that it's true. Beads are going to be a little bit more plentiful.
Oh, nice.
So then it's not going to be as much of a slog to get them back if you die and lose them, which is very, very, very nice because I have been kind of grinding for beads in that. It's a slow going, but it's going. Mostly I'm doing that while I'm completing other quests in Act 1, kind of just those little like wish that you get.
You know, now that you really bring it up, having an easy mode would be kind of a good thing. No, it would be a good thing. But if they did that, I believe this for all video games, not just Silksong. If they give you an easy mode, like an actual legit easy mode, they should do what a lot of old school games used to do. You get an easy mode, you beat the game, you don't get the ending. You have to go beat it on normal or hard.
Yes, or at least like you get an ending variant.
Yeah, you get like part of the ending.
Yeah, it's like you have to complete. Well, it's like with Hollow Knight, for instance, the first one. Mm-hmm. You could beat the game real easy. It's like the game itself, when it goes from like just the mandatory fights from beginning to end, it's not all too difficult to get through. But if you want the ending, that's where it becomes a pain in the dick. Because and even the final boss in the grand scheme of like difficulty is really not that difficult of a final boss. It's a little bit of a longer fight, so it takes longer. Therefore, that does add a little difficulty. But there are just several tasks that you need to complete before going to the final boss that are supremely devilish. Some of them are movement based, where there's one where you cannot touch the ground from point A to point B at all. So you have to use all your movement abilities in conjunction to go from one part of a map all the way to the other part of the map.
Just see the Ash Road.
It is so bad. It is so bad. Like, if you aren't really good with movement-based platformers, that particular part will just absolutely fuck
I'm pretty
with
sure
you.
You can say what it is. The Path of Pain.
Yeah. It can be tremendously gut-punching to get 90% of the way through that and then fail it. Because, again, it's actually super long. It doesn't take long to get from point A to point B while you have all those movement abilities in Hollow Knight 1. But the map distance that is actually really pretty long, because it's like you are crossing from over here to over here. And for those of you who want to know what my motion was, because obviously I made a motion, it was like a rising and setting sun over a nice energy drink of lemonade.
Well, I say we move on from Silksong, but we're gonna stay in the realm. We're gonna stay in the realm of video games for just a bit longer, because I'm gonna turn the floor over to Josie. Josie and I had the opportunity of participating in a beta recently.
Ooh.
Marvel Token Fighting Spirit, I think it's what it's called.
Yes.
You know, we were
Fighting Souls, I think,
or something, whatever. You know, we were token the whole time.
Nice.
So yeah, Josie, go ahead, talk about it.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Describe it for me, Josie.
It's I want to say it's like Marvel. It's a Marvel vs. Capcom, but on like a light version. How do I explain it? It's not a tag team one, to be more precise. It is tag team, but you share one health bar.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a very weird.
It's marketed as a 4v4, but the reality of it is, so you pick your 4 characters, you pick your main character, and then the other 3, they each, depending upon where you place them, that determines what type of assist that they do. So I think the first one is a forward attack, the second one is a
shooter, defender, and anti-air.
Yeah.
That's the best way you can explain
Yeah,
it.
there you go. So,
Okay.
you know, you place them where you want. Now, as you're playing the game, so you can start with Doctor Doom, but let's say they're playing a character that counters Doctor Doom. So, okay, you want to switch out. You can switch out like back in the day at MVC2. You switch on out. But like he said, you only get one health bar. So Not each character has their own. It's literally just one health bar, and you switch. So it's, in a way, if you think about it, it's 1v1 with 3 assists.
Okay, I can kind of see that. That's an interest. On top of that, its arc system works,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Correct.
Okay, so it's at the very least, the combat's going to be competent.
Feels very, I want to say, Fighters and Guilty Gear-ish.
Yeah, it's essentially like they took the best parts of Fighters and Guilty Gear and just kind of put it together. The interesting thing, though, is that especially because it's Marvel, certain Marvel characters, because they've been in fighting games before, you can definitely see where they got the inspiration from and so forth. Like a Storm, for example, she's still a badass, like she's been in any other fighting game that she's been in, and she's literally only missing, I keep forgetting, like I think called Ice Storm, the one where she raises in the air and all the ice just
the like
full
hail.
screen. Yeah, full screen. That's like the only move she's missing. Other than that, she basically has her moveset from MVC2.
That's actually super nice.
And
I think that's her level 2 super.
I don't think she
It's
has
supposed
it.
to be a reference to that one, but it's only like shorter.
interesting.
It's cut shorter.
Yeah. So it's
Because the MVC2 one was actually really pretty long.
yeah. And then like Miss Marvel, she's in the game, and it's
Well, which Miss Marvel? Like Kamala Khan?
Kamala
yeah, Kamala Khan.
Okay.
But it's realistically, it's Chipmunky D. Luffy.
Yeah.
Like literally, if you can tell whoever designed her is a One Piece fan, and Luffy is like their number one favorite character. But I'm not even saying that in a bad way. I'm saying it as a good way, because like I found out she was a brawler. Because when it comes to fighting games, I play brawler style characters, brawler, drunken fist, boxing, stuff like that. Taekwondo, you name it.
I'm more of a kicks guy.
It's just, and so I thought Star-Lord was going to be a brawler style, because it's like, he doesn't really have any real type of fighting style. He just kind of thinks off the top of his head half the time. No, he kind of relies a bit too much on his guns.
Okay, no, I see that.
And so,
Yeah.
I was playing, switched over. On a whim, I picked Miss Marvel. Oh, look, she's a brawler. She's punching the crap out of everybody, getting the grabs in, you name it. And I was like, okay, so as of at least for right now, because we only got 6 characters to try out.
Doctor Doom, Captain America, Iron Man, Storm, Star-Lord, and Miss Marvel.
But we know the full cast already, correct?
No, we don't.
Oh,
We
interesting.
the only other 2 characters that we didn't get for this one, which have been revealed, are Robbie Reyes' Ghost Rider,
Okay.
and then Spider-Man.
Okay.
Those are the only 2 that we didn't get in this beta.
Huh.
Or in
Yeah,
this closed beta.
yeah, those are the only 2. But let's be real. There's only one character everybody's waiting for: Wolverine. That's all anybody's waiting for.
I was like, wow, how are they going to do Wolverine?
Which Wolverine though?
Yeah, true.
No, don't.
It's going to be old man Logan.
That'll probably just be like an alternate skin.
Oh,
Old
yeah,
man
no
Logan.
doubt. Now,
No,
who do you
I mean,
think?
I was talking about like, because Marvel 2.
Nah, they're not gonna do Bone Claw, dude. Nah.
I want him
Okay,
to
well,
be Zoomy, bro.
here's the question. I've got to ask this for the degenerates out there. Who's going to be the ultimate waifu of the game?
Storm.
Right now, 100% Storm.
Especially use your alternative color.
Yeah. But I mean, realistically, I have a theory that they are basically they're the roster, aside from Ghost Rider, because he's not in. I think they're gonna take a lot of cues from Marvel Rivals. They're gonna look and they're gonna see, oh, these are characters people like. Take for example, Iron Fist. He's gonna be in the game. If they don't put him in this game, that's like not putting Hell Lucha in Pokken.
Well, that
Still mad at that.
that's
I
going
thought
to
he was added
disappoint a
as a new
segment of the
one.
No, he wasn't.
population
He really wasn't. Oh,
because, as we all should know, Colossus is waifu.
yes. Very.
It's like big silver boy, eagle wife.
You have to like the best one is the ultimate one with the beard.
True, yeah. That just is perfect because even when he goes full silver, it's like that beard is just like rock hard, just like even it transforms with him. It's like, nope, my hair is now as impermeable as me.
It's just so funny.
It's fucking perfect. I love it. But yes, so for the rest for the rest of this episode.
Oh, don't
It's
forget we
actually going to
also-
be ASMR.
Don't forget, we also got to try out 2XKO
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Riot game.
or 2KOX.
Or,
No.
yeah, 2 cocks.
Yeah, there you go.
We got to try that out. We got access to the beta for that one. The interesting thing is that they aren't closing the beta; they're just kind of letting it run its course. Think like how Fortnite did. Oh, I know, I said Fortnite. Oh no.
I guess it means you're going into Fortnite.
But
Gotta get a Jose skin.
let's go.
Call of Duty would probably do that instead
I
of.
know.
What's your dance, boy?
Yeah, so we got to do that. Obviously, for anybody that doesn't know what game we're talking about right now, it's the League of Legends
Project L.
fighting game. No, we don't call it Project L anymore. You can't do that.
I'm still gonna call
No, you're not. No, you have not called it Project L once since I've known you.
it. No, you're right.
You guys are talking about Riftbound?
Oh, we could. You could segue into that. Yeah, we'll jump to that we'll jump to that in a second.
Well,
'cause-
there's no reason to jump into that because the game's not even fucking out until October 31st.
you did get to do a preview of it.
I did,
So
yes.
you can at least give us your impression of it. So here, let me just finish 2XKO, and then we'll get your preview impression.
My only issue is fucking dead zones with the fight sticks, bro. I swear to God.
No, it's a tag fighter. Like the way that they're trying to actually really market it is not a single tag fighter, but a duo tag fighter. So 2 people and 2 people.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's. I haven't done the whole duo side yet. I've only done like me controlling both characters, and like I kind of like it that way because I don't trust other players.
No, fuck that. Especially online. It's like, oh, they're playing.
I don't even trust Josie. He would be like, no, I got it, man. No, you don't. Switch out. No, I got it. And we lose. I'd be like, I hate you.
It's like, got the one person playing
Hey, man.
Volibear, the next person coming up playing like Yasuo, and it's like, come on, switch to me. Switch to me.
Well,
it's
do
like,
you remember-
No, I've got it. I'm the bear.
You remember back in the day, what was it, Street Fighter Cross Tekken? There were a lot of tournaments where they were doing the duos because you could do it in that game. And I remember seeing multiple feeds where teams were losing because a player refused to tag out.
Yep.
He is getting bodied, but he refuses to tag out, and they would lose. And I would see multiple times their team member would get mad and just storm off stage, like, don't even look at me later. Like, and I feel the same way. Like, dude, if we're gonna be a team, you need to work as a team.
Now that you bring that up, from where we were at playing the game, they were having conversations about tournaments that were happening already because of it.
Yeah.
A lot of them, there was the duo. People were entering as a duo, but apparently almost every single time that they were playing, the single player that played by himself with the 2 characters kept winning nonstop.
To my understanding, the game is supposed to have a like a synergy mechanic where like certain characters, if you put them on a team, they'll sync up better. It's not like a perk or a bonus or a buff, but it's just like, oh, their attacks, you can combo and switch out and continue that combo because their attacks like sync up or something to that effect.
Also,
I remember
Blitzcrank is like apparently like super OP right now.
Yeah. Oh, he is. That's why I love that clanker.
No, I just play Teemo and Teemo just to piss people off.
Okay, you know what? When they announce Teemo, we will let you know, and then we will get you over and play, and we will see how mad you can make us.
Oh yeah, it's like that. That's my
You can only
life
choose
goal
one
with fighting
character
games.
per team, by the way. Mm-hmm. It's only one, so you can choose. So let's say,
Oh, I'll find a way.
Oh yeah, no, he will.
I believe it.
He'll be the man that he'll be playing Guilty Gear, and he'll somehow get Dan Hibiki in the game. We don't know how, but he did it.
Yep. It's my shit.
We were playing Street Fighter 6. Dan appears out.
Just-
What the fuck? It's like, what? Like it's what I do. Somehow I will make it as hard for everybody else to play, and I will always pick the joke character. Always, it's just more fun for me.
Do you think Teemu would be the joke character?
No, he'd just be the hardest one to hit because he's so fucking tiny.
They would probably do what some other fighters have done, where the little tiny person's in like a mech body.
Yeah, kind of like pop him in some sort of like woodlands mech of some kind, or because I know that they have a couple little tiny ass characters in League of Legends. Like I can't remember half the damn names there.
Poppy.
Like, Poppy, the little like gnome girl.
Yeah, then you have Tree New, whatever her name was.
I have no idea, dude. It's
She's
like I know like Azrael, Jinx, Vi, Misfortune. There's a reason I'm the degenerate here. It's like I remember the female names for the most part.
I'm just a messy main, all right? I like my little samurai guy.
But yeah, it's like because I've kind of lost track of like 2XKO for a while because I just stopped paying attention. But it did actually look kind of interesting, and kind of the way you're describing it does sound like be kind of a fun little at least experiment for a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm enjoying it. Just going in and playing, and it's one of those fighters that you really can just. You do your set, you get right back into another one. You do it, and you keep going, and you know, before you know it, you're like 20 matches deep. Whether you're winning or losing, it's in there. And the art style is really good.
That's one thing I can actually give Riot Games credit for. Anything that they've done outside of League of Legends, because like the end game stuff for League of Legends really doesn't look all that great because it's isometric, like eye in the sky MOBA.
Bird's
it's not
eye.
gonna look pretty. It's like it might look clean, but it's not gonna look pretty. But they did invest in the art for the characters, and then they heavily invested outside of that game when they were doing other projects for their characters. So they've always had like stellar art for that shit. Like I forgot what the video game was that they had released a while back. The RPG.
Oh,
like the something deep, something.
Ruins of Terra. That was a different game.
Legends of Runeterra, which was the card game.
No,
which was kind of like Hearthstone.
There's the other one too. That one that had to do with Quinn and that one guy. The Ruins.
Because something drowned King, and then there was
that's the one I'm talking about. Because the Drowned King is part of the whole Ruins thing, if I remember correctly.
Because there was like it was an RPG. It's like again, I'll just kind of just continue while we search it up and find the name. But like the game itself was very, very pretty. The animation in it was very good. Interesting system. Nothing too novel. Nothing too one way or the other. It was a fine game, but it was very beautiful. 2XKO, lovely.
Was it Hightail?
No.
Ruined King.
Ruined King.
Yeah, a League of Legends story.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's the one. It's actually very good. And now they have a card game.
Oh yes, a card game that out of all three of us, you were the only one that was lucky enough to get the into the preview.
Well, I got into the preview by the skin of my goddamn teeth.
So yes, more so rather than breaking down like the mechanics or whatever, just more so like, how did you feel about the game overall?
As far as the game itself, it's actually really quite easy to play. It's like it takes a couple seconds, like especially if you're coming from like Magic the Gathering, which has, you have your couple steps to a turn, and you can do lots of like little interactions here and there and whatnot. And there's a lot of interactions in Magic the Gathering, regardless if it's your turn or somebody else's. In Riftbound, the game, it's a little bit more objective based. So it does have more of a straight to the point kind of feel to it. And it's like, you can attack and defend and all that stuff, but it's like your whole point is to hold your battlefields and gain points by holding those battlefields. First person to 8 points wins. That's one game. So it could take 8 turns, it could take 7 turns, it could take 6, 5, 4, especially depending on how people are playing. It's a lot of fun, actually. It's like I got the concept of it really pretty easily. You don't have to worry about like getting mana screwed, because it's like they kind of remedied that.
So I got a shot.
Yeah, it's like they actually kind of remedied that, because like the biggest things are, it's like you have a 12-card rune deck, which is going to be the colors of whatever your commander champion person is. Then you have your legend and your champion. The legend and the champion have to be the same kind of hero. The champion of the legend, or one way or the other, just flip it, whatever, but one of the two, is playable at any time you have the resources for it, but it acts as a regular card, so if it gets killed, it just goes to the graveyard, so you don't get to recast it like you would in like Commander. This actually plays really pretty quickly because you, like, general rule of thumb for this is like when you start the game, or the general rules are, you start the game, whoever goes first, they do draw a card because you start with 5 cards.
Okay.
But you will channel, wink, wink, air quotes, channel 2 runes. So you pull 2 cards from your 12-card rune deck. And then those go onto the field. They are useful. You could use them immediately, whatever. But player 2 will channel 3 on the first turn. That's their kind of like advantage for going second.
I always choose to go second. Just so
Yeah, it's like, oh no, I don't blame you.
I will always choose to go second.
But then it's like every turn after that, it's channel 2. So it's like take from the deck, channel 2.
Okay.
And then you'll pull the 1 card from your play deck. So it's like you have 2 decks that you're pulling from, but one's significantly smaller because it's just for the channeling. It's super easy to ramp because, again, you're getting 2 per turn regardless. Lots of cards that will kind of assist you with getting that out there. And on top of that, it's like you will be recycling those runes back into your deck pretty regularly. So it's like that's kind of how it keeps that one moving and going and whatnot. It's kind of interesting the way it keeps it moving, but it keeps it moving at a pretty good pace. Like when I was at the preview event, I got sat down with somebody else. I played the Volibear deck, and they had the Jinx deck. Brant, we're both first-time players here. We are having somebody like helping us along with the rules, even though we've kind of sat there and watched other people play. And the game between the two of us lasted like 15 minutes with new players.
Oh, sorry, Josie. No 20-minute moves for you.
Or no moves like my freaking massive turns today. Jeez. Jank Ataxis reigns supreme.
Sorry, I'm like distracted by something that I just saw that got confirmed.
Oh, what got confirmed? I'll just say that Riftbound, very fun card game. I'm looking forward to it, and it does release on the 31st of next month, so October 31st of 2025.
No, I'm on the like 100%. You know, granted, yes, I make a hard time about Magic, but like this one, I'm genuinely willing to give it a try.
Oh yeah.
Just because like when you were explaining it to us in our little group chat, I was like, oh, I actually, as I'm reading it, I'm like, I know some of these words.
But yeah, it's like it looks like it'll be genuinely fun, and overall it's not going to be too expensive to get into, especially with like the trial decks. They're $20 a pop, at least at MSRP.
Yay!
Yeah, so it's like, unlike with Magic, you're looking like $50 a pop for their commander decks.
You mean the sets that have, as a reason, haven't had the new 2 sets that are coming out that don't have any commander?
Oh yeah, true. Which is good for us in some respects, because I mean, I there are cards that I want from both those sets, and yes, we are talking about that for a moment. But there are cards I want to put into my decks, but at this point, with the costs involved, I'm just going to buy them on secondhand market, because they're not cards that are highly sought after anyway. And I have very specific purposes because I am a bad person. And what got announced?
Steel Ball Run. Part 7, if I remember correctly, of JoJo.
Oh, yeah, I saw that today.
I just saw it right now.
That'll be interesting. Now
Netflix only.
Netflix only, okay.
Oh, I was hoping it'd be on Hulu because then John would be forced to submit to the mouse.
No,
Yeah,
I will
Netflix
never
only.
truly submit to the mouse. It's like I have gone this far without having to actually pay to see a Disney movie. Like, I haven't actually paid to see a Disney movie. in the past like 15 years almost. I've gotten super lucky with getting free tickets, or somebody else is like, I'll get you for this one. I'm like,
Oh,
good.
just like how I'm getting you for Tron.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, they're doing a double feature. Don't tell me.
What's the second movie that they're doing?
It's Legacy and then Ares.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Like we talked about last week, they need to go a little bit weird with it. We need to have Tron Legacy followed immediately by some sort of weird Skinamax found footage movie like The Bear Bitch Project. No, and I'm not even lying. Anybody wants to look it up, it does exist.
Yes, we
that does
all know.
actually exist.
I don't doubt it.
No, it like legit exists. I first heard about it as it was a joke. It was a punchline to a joke that I heard when I was really young, and then I saw a copy of it out in the wild at Tower Records, and I was like, "No way, this actually does exist." And then I saw it later on like premium cable, back as it used to be called, and it was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. It's great. It's like the Horror of the Rings. Not even lying. Also a real thing. It's like there are so many just like stupid Skinamax parodies of things. It is hilarious, especially because I think that's where all the creative naming went. It's like they stopped being creative with names in Hollywood. All the people who were creative got like really, really, really high, and then went over to work for Cinemax for like 15 years, and they were like, this is a good boob pun. And they ran with it.
Well, you want to know something that might surprise you?
Tell me, sir.
So, one of my favorite bands, Gorillaz, announced a new album.
Oh, yes.
The
I heard
Mountain.
about that.
It's being called The Mountain. They actually have the entire track list up. It's 15 songs, so getting a good chunk. Apparently, the first song is... I'm wondering if it's the old one, The Mountain, the one that has the Dennis Hopper speaking about the legend of the mountain called Monkey.
Oh, that could be kind of interesting.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if that album is like actually fleshing out the tragic story of the mountain called Monkey.
I like the way you think.
I'm hoping
That actually would be really cool.
Well, because here, check this out. So, from 1 to 15, The Mountain, The Moon Cave, The Happy Dictator, The Hardest Thing, Orange County, The God of Lying, The Empty Dream Machine, The Manifesto, The Plastic Guru, Delirium, Damascus, The Shadowy Light, Casablanca, The Sweet Prince, and The Sad God.
I think you're probably right.
I'm hoping because yes, I've always loved that track. I love, like, I remember the first time I heard it and I was like, oh, this is kind of weird, getting a little bit of a story. But then when you really start paying attention to the story and you're just like, oh God, no, why?
Yeah, and then I'll spoil the news for Josie because he is aware, but 21 Pilots has ended their album cycle with their newest release.
Oh, I am aware. I cried.
I know.
I watched literally it was me and my friend Isaiah again of the pod because he asked me to say that.
I
Isaiah,
don't
friend of the
see him as of the pod, that liar.
Anyways, he called me, or I called him earlier, and I was like, "Hey, it's like, are you ready for the album to come out tomorrow?" It's like, "Yeah," and he's like, the music video's coming out," and I was like, "Oh, what time?" He's like, "At 9." So, waiting. It's like 6. So I was like, "Fuck, I gotta wait 3 hours for this."
Oh, of course.
Once the actual video happened, because we did this for when they announced Clancy, and at Clancy they did a live stream of them showing all 13 music videos. So we were on call watching the thing. Once it finished, we were just giving our reactions to it. But once the video ended, we were just quiet the whole time.
Because it's like you knew it was the end of it.
Yeah, it was the end of the story that they were telling at the moment. And then now for that, it's just going to be basically, from what they said, they're only going to do a few after that tour that they're doing, which I'm going to. Woo. Anyways, after that, they're only going to do like a few festivals and they're going to take a long break.
Well, yeah, they've really been going nonstop for years.
Well, they release an album every three to 4 years.
And then they tour relentlessly in between.
And
So
this is
they deserve the rest.
First time I think that there's an album literally a year after the first album just came out.
Yeah, it's like they deserve the rest. They've been putting on a lot of really big, really good shows for a long time. So yeah, it's like now that they've ended this story, let them just kind of go off into the sunset for a little bit and enjoy life with whoever they want to enjoy life with, and probably just come back. I would assume probably stronger because of it, because they'll be able to be like, okay, cool, we got our ducks in a row. I now have more to write about.
Nope.
Because the next era of them could actually be a little bit brighter.
Yeah, but then if that's the case, everyone's going to think it's
It'll-
propaganda because of the whole story thing.
Oh,
It's fine.
yeah.
I won't get into it because it would take a while.
Well, yeah, it's a huge story. The only part of it that I'm really familiar with is just Blurry Face.
Yeah.
One day we'll each pick a band and we'll talk about.
Go into their lore.
Yeah, go in their lore.
I picked Lordy.
I pick either Gorillaz or Daft Punk. It's one or the other.
Oh, those ones so complicated. It's so complicated.
No, it's actually not. No,
Is it really not?
It's actually not. Because there is the main story. It's when you start doing all the side
okay.
adventures. But if you do the main story, it's actually pretty straightforward.
See, last time I kept up with the story for Gorillaz was when Murdoch was in jail, and that's it.
Lordy will be
Ace
super
takeover.
easy.
Yeah.
It's like that'll be the easiest part of the episode for me. It's like they're just monsters.
All right, so what I'm
Hard
hearing
rockin' monsters
is, so what I'm hearing is
on WWKR.
homework is basically study the bands and see the lore. Don't
Oh, you
on
know
it.
what? I think I know what I'm going to do right now. Since it's now kind of a good time to go into Alien Earth, our homework for next week. It's a collective homework. It's free. It's available on YouTube. It has English subtitles. We're going to watch the 1987, I think it was 87 movie,
Yeah.
Sweet Home by Kiyoshi Kurosawa. Yes. That's going to be our homework for next week. We have to watch Sweet Home, come back and discuss that. That is going to be the first half of the episode next week, because I guarantee it's going to fill half the episode.
Just definitely make sure next week we differentiate Sweet Home and Sweet Home.
Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah.
because like not the Korean webtoon based modern Sweet Home, the 1980s Sweet Home that is made in Japan, and that had a tie-in video game by Capcom of the same name, which inspired Resident Evil.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, oh, I hate you.
Speaking of Capcom, Mega Man
What about me?
collector, got that new Rocket Man collector.
Just like, eh.
You know what that needs?
Aliens.
It needs to be Earth. And we need you. Okay, so yeah, Alien Earth this week. Again, just to kind of give it a quick little rundown again. We watched this episode because last week we also watched one episode, so we're going to keep it to the 2 episode a week type of time frame, or 2 episodes for 2 weeks, essentially. And this is week 2, so you're getting episode 2.
Yay.
But that said, it's episode 6, so it's like it's making it more confusing than it needs to be. But it's kind of fun for me to do that to people. So maybe one day they'll get what I'm saying. Maybe one day they won't. It's fine. That said, this episode was called The Fly.
Very, very fitting.
Yeah, it's
Very,
like
very,
all because
very
of literally one
fitting.
damn scene.
Yeah. No, well, 2, technically.
Well, it featured in 2, but there was only one little scene that was kind of like The Fly.
Yeah.
We've had 1 child death.
Dun, dun, dun.
But of course, he was in the body of an adult. So does it technically count? I don't know. I say it does. Good for you, Alien Earth. You killed a kid.
Well, no, but Alien versus Predator Requiem did that first.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
but that
remember-
was a movie.
But still, technically, in the Alien universe.
speaking, they've already killed 6 kids.
Technically speaking, you are correct. They have killed 6 kids already in the show. And they were
First
actually
episode.
kids at the time.
They didn't kill them. He said we either did it or we killed them. He didn't confirm that they killed them.
They're dead.
No, they're not.
They're hella dead.
No.
They are so dead.
dead.
No, see, no.
What do you think that they've been feeding to the plant?
Just
like
so leftover
just
remains.
slowly but surely, just like feeding the plant little pieces of those kids. They're just keeping them in the freezer in the back.
I swear that plant is the final boss.
Yeah, somehow it's actually
it's
like
the
the
final.
mastermind.
Yeah, it's the final boss.
It's controlling the boy.
The fact that
boy
it
genius.
eats meat is actually really interesting.
Yeah, but go ahead, do your little brief run of the episode, and then we'll start the breakdown.
Okay, so overall, not actually a ton happens in the episode as far as like grand overarching things. That said, there's lots of little small things that do occur in this that pretty much set up for all hell breaking loose in the very near future.
Like next episode.
Yeah, it's like it's all set up to go off. You have Joe Hermit trying to get off the island with Marcy, aka Wendy. You have Toodles having his face melted.
R.I.P.
Shmi
Toodles.
being the best character ever still. Kirsch being Kirsch, and we love him for that.
Kirsch is finally embracing his true synthetic self.
And the sass.
Yes. Oh, yes. This episode, he brought the sass.
And Morrow being a glorious villain that we all know him to be.
I don't
And
know.
it's like I still like him, but he's such a villain.
I don't even think he's a villain. To me, I think he's more of like an anti-villain or an anti-hero in a way.
Well, he's kind of like I really don't know how to describe him other than just in this situation, he's an antagonist.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you have just kind of in general the Lost Boys kind of just being there. They
They are
memory
lost.
wiped the crazy redhead.
Oh, Nibs.
Yeah, Nibs. They memory wiped her, so she doesn't remember like anything before pretty much till just before the crash. Everything after that was wiped. Let's see. Then there is the doctor or the psych person and her husband. She kind of like keeps towing the line with Prodigy. Husband gets fired, kind of helps out Joe, and then immediately gets nabbed by Facehugger because he's like, oh, wait, why is Toodles' tracker not active? Why can't it be deactivated? Because it's not on the network. Where was he last seen? Ta-da, boom, goes in there. Arjun goes over, kind of traps him in there with the Facehugger. Facehugger gets him. The fly has to do with literally, effectively a fly, a metal-eating fly that for some reason is detecting all the metal underneath, like the skin and all that crap, instead of eating the minerals that he put right there in front of it. And it doesn't even look like it really eats him. It just melts his face and then flies away.
I think the reason why is because like all the minerals there. Well, think about it, the body that they made probably has way better mineral.
Maybe.
So
Or, and hear me out, the fly's a hater.
yeah, it's just sad. But Bob,
The guy.
I love Bob.
that bastard.
That's this was a Bob heavy episode, and not even like he was really doing much. He was just fucking there.
Oh
Like
no!
like, he did something.
He did. He okay. So
He orchestrated.
he orchestrated
Toodles'
the whole
death.
thing. He orchestrated that whole. Well, not the door breaking, That unfortunately was just Toodles.
Yeah, it's
not
Toodles
knowing
being
his strength.
stupid.
Yeah.
But he orchestrated Toodles' death once he saw the opportunity there. Most of the episode, Bob was just kind of like there, ominously watching as everything was going on and kind of understanding things.
You
You could kind of see it in that eye, just kind of like...
he gave off it's the movie The Witch,
Black Phillip?
Yeah, he gave off Black Phillip vibes.
Little bit. Hopefully nobody tries to fuck him. But yeah, Wendy spent a fair amount of time with her pet xenomorph as it grew, because it grew from like a little tiny, almost semi-cute, simian-like version to...
You didn't get your snake
I did get my
scarf
snake
pet.
scarf version. I would have really liked the snake scarf version of that. That would have been really nice. Also, because then I would have been right. Oh, well. We do still have... with Arjun, how he wanted to go ahead and try to get Joe to be the one to get face hugged, but psychologist's husband who got fired because he wouldn't memory wipe Nibs, he tries to go in there and help Toodles.
He serves himself in a golden plate for him.
Yeah, he just served himself right up at literally the right time. It was just like, for plot momentum, it was such Deus Ex Machina, but I'm willing to totally forgive it, because it's like, okay, it's driving the plot forward, and now everything is about to start going to shit, so I really want to see where this is going. That said, for the episode name, The Fly, outside of just those little fly critters that kill Toodles,
Almost killed Sing too.
yeah, it's like I don't foresee too much of a reason why it should have been called The Fly, outside of just that one particular interaction.
Don't forget, we also got the 5 episode thing.
Oh, you mean you got...
We got the lawyer that
the
essentially
lawyer that's
represented
from
the
The
five.
Five.
Yes. That scene is funny.
Yeah, that was really pretty funny, because Footboy decided to go out there barefoot, put his feet up on the table at this meeting, and even though he kind of held all the cards intellectually in that particular instance, I hate that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I hate him.
I'm looking forward to his demise.
Yeah, it's like all
Even
of
if it
us
doesn't
were
happen-
thinking Morrow was just gonna...
Just walk up and
Yeah, like he had that look in his face the whole time, like, I could end this right here. I could just end this all right here, and nobody would care. They'd probably praise me for this.
I mean, from what we know about episode 5, Morrow has a
Morrow
very
should know.
strong reason to hate this man.
Oh yeah, Morrow has all the reason in the world to like want this guy dead. That actually does remind me though. Did he actually download any of that evidence before everything went to absolute shit, or did he just watch it? Because if he downloaded because we saw episode 5 where he just watched it, but then episode 2, when he was talking with Shmi and Arjun, he was downloading
That's 3.
stuff. That's
Episode
3. He was downloading stuff.
Yeah.
So he probably actually has the evidence in his brain at this moment, and is just waiting for the time to use it. Ooh, I just put pieces together in my brain. I feel like a good boy.
Then you're gonna find out he didn't download it.
No, he didn't download shit. He just was like, I'm cleaning my hard drive. I'm wiping the browser so nobody could find the furry porn I was looking at.
Well, if anything, I think what he actually downloaded was just all the information pertaining to the specimens.
Yeah, probably some sort of specimen protocols, information about them, their actions, manifest for what was on the ship, so then they can get all of it back if necessary.
Yeah, I think that's mainly what he downloaded.
I wouldn't lie though. Hueyu's CEO, she knew how to play him into agreeing to it all, like to get Footboy into agreeing to the deal really quick.
Yeah, it's the only downside is like he got his additional time with all the specimens kind of with it, because he was like, okay, I want the money for this to kind of like make it all go back, and you can have everything that was on the ship. But what he didn't stipulate is that he already had it in his possession and that he was also currently studying it. So, yeah, you could have all of the originals back, but now I've got mine because I have that 6-week grace period. Oh, we are missing one massive character from this episode, and it's the most important character in the series.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a real character for a second.
No, not at all. We did not get one glimpse of wall cleaning guy this time.
But we did see a wall that was massively dirty.
Yeah, but
So
no
where
wall
is he?
cleaner. They just forgot him for this episode. They just left him out. I don't know why.
Oh, no.
He had a goddamn job. They didn't let him do it.
Yep.
FX, if you have a good reason for that, my email is open. I post it with every episode. You could fucking tell me, why did we not get the wall cleaner
They were like, he was on a break.
for a whole episode?
Yes.
On a break for a whole episode.
It's like, yes.
He had a job to do. He is to clean those walls until they are so clean that they start chipping away and become a new room. That's how the complex grows.
Yeah, no,
they,
you're right.
they don't actually hire a construction crew. They just built it in the solid granite. He was the first employee of Prodigy. The whole lab is grown because he's cut it out of the rock just with a pressure washer.
All right. So since you gave that really vague overview.
Oh yeah, it's
let's-
you do a better general overview than I do, so it's like I give the vague ones.
Yeah. So I will break down a
Yeah,
couple
do
of
it
things.
point by point because
So-
I'll go all over the place.
So basically, the episode begins with was it Nibs?
Let's see. Yeah, kind of sort of begins with
Yeah.
Nibs.
Yeah, because I know the opening crawl, of the alien and Earth thing, basically showed everything that she had done to the psychiatrist when she was trying to talk to her.
Yeah.
And so obviously you can tell, oh, she has some type of significance in this episode. Come to find out that everybody's favorite, jerk of a right-hand man to Boy Cavalier, talking with the psychiatrist and her husband about what's wrong with Nibs, and they're like, oh, well, she came to us and said that she's pregnant.
Oh
And-
yeah, Baldy.
yeah, Baldy. And then they basically explain that she's suffering trauma. That's what it is. She had a traumatic effect. So what if Bob didn't actually do anything to her? It's still traumatic. She still has the mind of a child. So of course, her mind is gone. So that's, like you said, he tells them, well, look, in 3 weeks, she needs to be on stage smiling and waving at everybody. So wipe her memory all the way up to before the crash. And at first, the psychiatrist is like, hey, yes, we can do that, but we don't know if we should because we don't know if that's going to mess her up even more. And he's like, I don't care. Do it. Then, yeah, her husband's like, no, I won't do that because that goes against this whole project. And then, the Baldy's like, well, okay, then you're fired. Because, he asked the psychiatrist, well, can you do that? She's like, well, yeah. And he's like, will you do it? And, her husband says no, but she says yes. So you were kind of right about her loyalty to Prodigy definitely potentially being something that it gets her husband killed, and it basically did.
Yeah, it. Although, of course, I was wrong in the fact that it's like I thought that she was
She
going
got
to end up
poisoned.
being the one doing the killing because she just has such a I believe in him boner for Footboy, but no, this time it was it's just wrong place, wrong time, falling into the path of a facehugger.
Yep. So then it goes to Joe, and it began in the specimen room. Wendy was staring in the containment cell. Her little pet,
Oh yeah,
Xeno.
watching the little kind of simian, like macaw size.
Yeah, Xeno. And she was
Xeno.
speaking to him, and as she's speaking to him, he's reacting. she raises her hand, he raises his tail, kind of moves it, and it follows. I guess she says something that kind of upsets it, so it lunges at her. And as all this is happening, Kirsch and Joe are watching, and then Joe asks Kirsch, what would it need? What's needed to essentially take care of, the synths, the hybrids, and it's funny because this is where the sass came in from Kirsch, where he's like, that's like asking Onion how to run a grocery store. And, and it's like, dang, dude, you don't have to be that harsh.
Doesn't he? He's Kirsch.
But,
he's perfect.
Because he even says,
Best
wait,
character.
You really think that they're going to let you take her? She's going to have the ability to travel in deep space for thousands of years, and you really think they're just gonna let you take her and you go off and be a happy family? No, that's not gonna happen. So right there you can already see Kirsch is the synthetic side, the all numbers, all by the book,
heavily data driven.
Yeah, data driven is like really starting to show. And so then it goes from that. What was the other? Oh yeah, and his name is Arush.
Arush. I keep wanting to say Arjun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Arush. When
I'm just gonna keep calling him Singh.
Yeah. It works.
Yeah, that's his last name.
Yeah, that is his last name.
That I did remember at least.
So, he is still trying to get Joe, and he goes into the room, and they have it's funny because
it's the
Joe.
most awkward.
Oh yeah, it's funny because Joe is. Oh, go ahead.
But scene before that, actually, before he goes to Joe, is him freaking out and having the whole
yeah.
Oh yeah, the little talk in the woods.
Yeah, because Morrow,
the jungle, and
Morrow's probably
Shmi sneaks up behind him and maintains being the best character, living his best life at all times.
Everybody's so crazy now. It's not fun here anymore. Like, bruh.
It's like, I love it.
Like, yeah, because we're grown-ups, and it's like,
oh yeah,
being a grown-up sucks.
I feel that 100%.
Oh yeah, it's seriously best character. He has so many death flags. Like, he's gonna die. He is going to die.
We're gonna think he dies, and no, he's
the one who saves the day.
Yeah, he's the one that like if you remember Alien Resurrection.
Oh, okay.
Winona Ryder's character falls into the water, and then when the door opens, it's her again. And then that's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. Like, they're thinking dead and they're trying to escape and they can't. And then the door opens and look, Shmi's on the other side. Hey guys,
come on.
But no, yeah. So there, Arush or Singh, he is clearly talking to Morrow. We don't hear Morrow at that point in time, but he's just basically telling him, I can't do it, blah blah blah. Shmi comes up and literally living the best life. Just trying to have fun, and Singh snaps at him, and that's when they have the whole little conversation about being adults and adults suck. And Shmi sees that him buddy looks bad, in a bad way, comes up, gives him the side hug, and Singh's like, "What are you doing? Like, just giving you an adult hug, man." And it's like, bruh,
that's like
you're too
you
pure.
have to love him. He is simultaneously the most fun and the most lovable character in the whole show by such a wide margin.
Exactly.
Hence why he's got to die, and I don't want him to, but he's got to die.
So then we go from there. Joe is sitting in his room, drawing the escape plan
on like graph paper,
like on graph paper, just right out in the open. Like he doesn't know that they probably have a camera in the room, and like a horror trope. Singh is just standing behind him the whole time. So he freaks out a little bit, covers up the plan. And then Morrow starts speaking to him, telling him, like, hey, do you want to say goodbye to your mom?
Time.
That's
do it now.
after.
Because like when he's in there, he's kind of like talking about
how to get
how much time.
Yeah.
It's like, tell him we need to go now.
Yeah, you need to go now. So he keeps trying, and Joe instantly catches on that something's wrong.
Like,
he instantly.
You're acting weird, you little fuck.
And then
his buddy comes in.
Yeah, his I think his name is Rashidi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Rashidi and then Siberian.
Oh, so those are the two
security guards, the ones that survived. That like where
they just kind of went off screen at one point that episode, and then somehow popped back up later. Like, haha, we survived.
You know what? They were the ones that killed all the slugs that you were wondering about. We'll just leave it at that. the ticks.
You know what? Yeah, I'll take it.
They're the ones that did it.
I'll take it.
They just didn't tell anybody. They're like, we cannot tell nobody about this. So yeah, he comes in and says, "Hey, we need another to patrol with us because we're short staffed." And Joe's like, "Yeah, sure," because again, that's his unit that he was with. And then Singh's like, "No, we gotta go." And even his buddy's like,
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, and then when they leave,
He goes-
as they're walking away,
He goes to Joe. He's like, no, he tells Singh, "Sorry, little man. Orders,
my fault.
Yeah, it's like, my
order."
fault. But these are orders from up top. I have to bring them with me."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Sorry." And then they leave. He's like, "The hell was that about?"
Yeah, and then of course, so him, Rashidi, and Siberian, they are doing their patrol. I don't know why you guys thought Morrow was there. I knew he wasn't there. Like, there was no way he was going to be there, guys. Come on.
Come on. It's Morrow.
Dude, no, he said
Boy goes from New Siam to probably somewhere in India and back to wherever the hell Where you is in like record time.
No,
it's like
dude,
he has like some sort of weird
He can
cyborg,
teleport.
yeah, like travel hacks or something. It's like he is what people
He's
think
using Jet
Travelocity is.
He's using Jet too.
He's discount on travel, but he has to have like another person with him though.
Well,
No, but
think about it, because at the end of the episode 5, right? It's like, we have to do this my way.
Yeah,
in the whole war.
yeah, but he wants a whole group to go. He
Yeah.
doesn't want just by himself, because he would have already done that.
Oh yeah,
At
he
this
wants
point,
like a strike team.
Yeah, at this point, he's wanting to make, because he literally told her. Because remember at the end of, so anyways, get to that in a second. So
almost to the Judge Judy
yeah.
segment.
So they're walking, they're talking. Joe is casually throwing out like, hey, how does one get off the island? This and the other. And Rashidi's like, oh well, there's a port on the other side of this trail that shows a docking bay for ships, and this and the other. Or you could get one of the helicarrier things. And Joe's like, well, are we close to the mainland for a ship? And they're like, no, not really. And then as he keeps talking, suddenly Siberian turns around and is like, hey, stop. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, stop. I know what you're doing. You need to stop. This play is like, you couldn't get far anyways. There's security here. We're just the muscle, but they have their own security. So that's why I'm kind of thinking maybe one of them might live. Just because.
Well, if either of the two friends live, it's going to be what is it, Siberian?
Yeah, I think
She'll be the one to
it'll be
live.
her. Yeah. So they go on. Then we get to the scene. They're on. I guess they're on the mainland for the meeting.
Somewhere where the
It
weird,
had to be-
like, super modern decor.
Yeah.
Judge Judy took place.
Yeah. So there's a room set up.
Arbitration.
There's a Yutani, which is that's the only name they give her. They don't give her like a first name. It's literally just Yutani.
My second wife.
So she's already sitting at the table. There's the mediator, I guess you could say lawyer even, and then so she got her security guard, the one with the white hair, and then Morrow's right there, and then you see still not wearing damn shoes.
And his feet are
Dirty
as shit.
And the way we know they're dirty is because when he sits down, I guess he's trying to, be like, oh, I'm big bad, puts his feet on the table.
And starts picking at him.
Yeah, and they are just dirty beyond dirty. And then, he's got Kirsch and he got Baldy with him. And so they begin going. And then I love how the mediator doesn't really care about these two. He's like, look, we're going to do this in a professional manner. And so Yutani starts, but then, of course, Boy starts cutting in this and the other. Meteor's like, hey, I said we're going to do this professionally. And so he does. He actually does. But he starts pointing out this and the other about like, oh, well, your crash killed thousands of people and injured, so many, did so much damage. She's like, well, I want the ship back. He's like, oh, you'll get the ship back. I'm not saying it's not yours. It is. But I got to make sure when I pull it out of the towers,
It doesn't collapse the damn towers.
Yeah, because it's a big old hole in them.
That's what she said.
So as they keep going, he then points out, oh, well, you don't really want your ship back. You want what was on the ship. And, at first she tries to say, like, no, there was nothing on it. And in a weird way. He's all up on the table.
Yeah, it's like that was so weird because it wasn't even like a domination thing.
No,
or
it was
like
just,
I'm gonna be intense. Like
he
I'm
was-
just being fucking weird.
He was laying on his stomach, his hands on under his chin and his legs up, like kicking in the air. He's like, "Oh, you want to see the pictures?" And reach until she stops, and she's like, "Well, here, we'll give you 15 billion."
He crawls to her first.
Yeah, he crawled. Yeah, that's what I said. He ends up laying on it, and we'll give you 15 billion, and we get our stuff back. And then he's like, "Well, no, 20." And so she's like, "Well, 18." He's like, "Well, 25." And then she agrees on the 20. And so it's like, okay, cool. He's like, "Yeah, we'll get you your stuff back." But everybody knows off-world stuff has a 6-week quarantine, no matter what. That's the rule. I guess that's the worldwide rule.
Yeah, there was the something Accords or something.
Accord.
But
and so she flips out because it's like,
I want
like,
them now.
I want him now. And then
I'll give
she
you more for it
Yeah,
now.
she even throws out 50 billion. And he's like, no, 20 billion's fine. Plus on top of whatever the damages are going to come out to be. And then you'll get your stuff back when quarantine's over. Because again, I'm following the rules. And he leaves. And, this is the part where, Morrow comes up and she's like, well, what should we do? And he's like, the easiest thing to do is to infiltrate the island and to make sure that the chaos happens faster.
Oh yeah, destabilize it.
Yeah, destabilize the island so that the chaos happens faster. So he wants to go in there himself. I think he's even at the point where he doesn't care if he dies. I think he's just at this point where it's like, nah, this is.
Yeah, because he goes. She asked how close, or what's the earliest you could get the specimen, and he goes, less than a day, maybe. Less than a day, maybe.
Yeah.
And she goes, why? And that's when she's like, operative is not so,
Yeah, cooperative.
and basically saying that he's kind of trusting Singh a bit, but it's
Not
fully
Yeah.
because he knows he won't really commit to it.
Well, yeah, it's like he's still enough of a variable because again, he's dealing with a kid.
Yeah,
Effectively, so it's not like he's
super
dealing
powered
with
kid, but yes.
Yeah, it's like so he's effectively dealing with a kid. He doesn't have somebody that he can effectively trust or that would have more skin in the game because of it. Because like Singh only really cares about like, okay, my family, my real human family, and Morrow's just kind of jingling like keys over his head, like, hey, pay attention, we got your
Yeah.
family, we got
Yeah,
your family.
exactly.
Even though he's like so far away from his family, or you could have already killed them and just not told him anything. So it's like there's a lot of variables there, and because he's a kid, he believes him. Doesn't have that kind of like processing power of like just cognizance to be like, oh, I should tell Prodigy Boy, Foot Boy, that I have a thing attached to me that is allowing communication.
Remember,
long range.
he doesn't know that he has it.
Well,
Kamaru,
he's able to communicate
Yeah.
at the very least. But then again, that also goes to Kirsch. So
Kirsch is the only one who knows.
Yeah,
he's
Kirsch is the only one.
kind of like his like, I'm gonna let this shit play out because I am interested in what's going on.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then, cuts back to Joe and, well, not directly cuts back, but then there's that scene where Joe and Wendy are talking, and Joe's talking about how, like, oh, trying to get us off the island. And she's like, well, who says I want to go?
Yeah.
And
And then she talks to the fucking therapist.
oh, yeah. And then,
So it's after the whole Joe scene and her talking, we come back to Nibs asleep in her room.
Oh,
Then-
Wendy wakes up she
then
wakes up to Wendy.
Yeah, she wakes up to Wendy.
so there's one gripe I have with that scene. It's not a storytelling. It is so that whole dramatic moment of, no, we can't erase her memory because that's unethical and that goes against this. And, he's always the Arthur is his name, by the way.
Okay.
He was always on that fence of like,
That guy.
are they
IT guy.
are they just AI, or did we really transfer their consciousness? I don't really know. I'm on the fence. But they end up doing it, and then when she wakes up, they completely destroy the whole sentiment of that scene by having the character, oh, do you remember this? Do you remember this? Do you remember this? Do you remember? It literally did like kind of ruined the whole emphasis of like that scene of like, no, this is wrong. You know?
Well, it ruined that, but it also kind of drove home the fact that it's like, okay, we really aren't human.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm just saying, like, from more so like a, I guess you could say technical side.
Yeah.
That whole like,
and
you gave us that scene, and then you kind of undo it with the other one.
The only issue I had with that scene is to do something like that to one of those, excuse me, one of the kids, and not inform in some capacity, even if they sugar-coated the ever-loving shit out of that news, but to not inform the other kids.
Or at least Wendy.
At least.
It should have been at least Wendy.
Because that is one of the worst things that they could have done, was to leave everybody in the dark about that. Because those kids are a tight-knit group for the most part. Wendy coming over to see Nibs when she would be waking up after having such an issue, of course. She kind of looked out, especially for like Nibs.
Yeah.
Because she knew Nibs was like the soft one. Well, and that really drove home. It's like, oh, these are all bad people.
Well, did you guys notice though that when Nibs was sitting at her little makeup thing when she was brushing her hair, she was kind of twitching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you saw that, right? How it got that real quick, like real quick, like if you blink, you miss it.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm kind of wondering, okay, is she really all good, or was the psychiatrist right and something is wrong?
Oh, something is terribly wrong. Because they were able to get rid of the data, but they probably weren't able to get rid of... they were able to get rid of the written memories that were done there, but for the consciousness, and if it was traumatic enough, it's like that affects your psyche, not necessarily your processing, or it could affect your processing and not your psyche. So
also, a lot of memories don't technically get deleted. They just get buried.
That's also something that they might not have done right. There's a right way and a wrong way to get rid of data.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't overwrite your data or delete or effectively null out the section multiple times, it's like it's still fucking there. It's retrievable.
Well, because remember, she started freaking out once Wendy left. She was just
oh yeah. So like there's going to be some problems there, and I have a feeling that she's going to be part of the destabilization that Prodigy caused themselves. Morrow ain't going to have to do shit.
No.
He's just going to have to show up and be like, oh, my job is done. He's going to be Tuxedo Mask from the meme. He is going to just be like,
my job here is done.
It's
you
like,
didn't even do anything.
Yeah, it's like that's what he's going to do. He's going to come up there and be like, oh, okay. This is the guy that has the face hugger, right? Yeah? Okay, we'll just take him. Bye.
Yeah, so then we move on. Kirsch, he contacts Toodles.
Isaac.
Isaac. And he's like, where are you? He's like, oh, well, I'm outside because you left and, I wanted to be with the others. The others being
Curly and Shmee. The best boys.
And, so he's like, well, what do you need me to do? He's like, well, I need you to go feed the specimens, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, make sure you follow the rules because, I forgot the exact line he said, but I thought it was funny. It's like, remember the code of conduct?
Scientific method is...
not a method, or not a suggestion. It's a method.
There you go. And so, Isaac's like, yeah, sure, no problem. I'll go. Because, again, he's been really into this, and he's liked the fact that Kirsch has trusted him this much. So he goes, and we have this little funny moment where Curly's like, hey, do you want me to go with you? And he's like, no, I got it. It's fine. So, okay, he goes. And then, Shmee just, pokes her with a stick. And she's like, oh, what was that? He's like, I got you. He's just laughing. I'm like, dude,
He's too happy. It's like he's gonna die, and you really don't want it to happen.
So we get Isaac. He goes in there. Now, by the time he gets in, good old Bob, he's just kind of staring at him.
Yeah, and speaking of, Bob has been a fixture in this episode, just staring.
Yes.
And staring and taking in his surroundings.
He
and
pulled
staring.
I'm a scientist myself.
He really
I'm a
did.
scientist myself. So Isaac goes. He gets the material, those raw metal materials to feed those insect, the two flying ones.
Yeah.
We gotta come up with names for them.
Chuck and Larry.
There you go. That works.
I now pronounce it.
Chuck and Larry. So Isaac goes to open the door to put the food in. It won't, for some odd reason, it won't open.
Yeah, it's like it won't open.
And then,
Bob is staring
out
at
of nowhere, he yanks it open. Again, synthetic or hybrid. They are strong. We've seen that. It breaks off, and so he kind of freaks out. And again, much like a kid would do, he opens the door, tries to put the food in. He has his foot on the door, so he actually was smart. He did have his foot on the door holding it open, but out of nowhere, Mr. Bobo,
just kind of knocks on the
just
window behind
just
him.
Rams the window behind him, so freaks him out. The door closes. He's like, oh crap. He tries to open it, won't open, which I do find a little odd that suddenly his hybrid strength couldn't kick in and push the door open.
Well, it's on top of that, it's like even though the specimens are on the inside, there does need to be, just in general, this is a safety thing. In general, there needs to be some sort of a fail-safe.
To be able to get out in case something like that happens.
In case somebody is stuck in there.
Yeah.
Even nowadays, when people close the door behind them inside, walk-in freezers and stuff
there's always a release button.
Yeah, there's some sort of a fail-safe release on the inside in case they didn't leave the door open for some reason.
Mm-hmm. And so
their research station obviously does not fucking have that.
Boy, OSHA will be called.
That. I think it does. It was that bar that kind of comes out from the door. He was pushing it because you see it go in.
Well, I think it has to be. Well, it should have been active because of the light was red, meaning that it's accessible.
I think once it closes, it just completely shuts down.
Yeah, but in that particular case, it would have been okay, they need to be able to have something to actually access the outside. They just, for whatever reason in their design, again, Prodigy is sketchy as fuck. So, that's probably further, OSHA is far removed from Footboy's care. Wayland Yutani probably has more OSHA standards than Prodigy for whatever reason.
Because it's way you.
So as we go on, he's freaking out now. Bob again just kind of. Now Bob actually backs away a little, just kind of standing there, and he's
observing.
He's like, what's gonna happen? And then they keep teasing it. You see the little nest in the corner, and then finally one flies out. Toodles doesn't see it fly out because he trying to get the door open. Then looking around because he hears it, and he looks up, and it lands on his arm, and he's trying to stay calm, and it looks like it's calm, and he's like, because he even tries to be like, easy, very H.R. Geiger.
Yeah,
with the attack,
the little inner worm from the mouth ish, or it looks like a ball sack.
Yes,
it looks like a ball sack that just opens up in the front, and then a dong just comes out and shoots him with acid in the face.
Yep, and sadly, Toodles is the first to go.
Yep,
and
melts his robot face.
Yeah, melts his robot face, and once he's down and dead, both of those flies begin to eat the metal from under the synthetic skin.
Or at least it looks like they start to eat it, or they might start spraying other little bits of his face because what was the guy's name? Arthur, yes. Or when Arthur does eventually discover him and try to pull him out, outside of the motherfucker being heavy as shit, it's it still looks like it's practically fresh from being sprayed. And timeline wise, it's it has to have been at least a couple hours.
Yeah. Well, wait, before you go any further.
Yeah, that's like I just wanted to kind of point that out.
Point out too that Bob approved because what does he do? Stands up on his hind legs.
Ah, yes.
And then it literally kind of looked like they were giving each other a high five.
Like, yes, we got the fucker.
Yeah, one down. And so he just kind of like, okay. And he's a little more animated right there at that moment. He kind of shakes his head a little and kind of like, oh. And then he goes back to that position of just standing and staring at the room. But, no. He goes and eats his food.
Yeah, he eats his little things of hay.
Yeah, he eats the hay. There is the overview of a boy telling more of the story.
Yeah.
Talking about how, like, Peter Pan, how he would... before a lost boy became an adult, he would deal with them.
Yeah, he would cull them effectively.
Yeah. And, so we go on. After that, it was...
While he's telling that story, there's a shot of Wendy on that cliff again that she was in that.
The cliffside montage where it's lots
superhero
of those,
landing.
lots of just kind of transposed images that are just kind of very kind of fade in and out here and there. It's super cheesy in any other context, but it's like for some reason it somehow works in this show. It's like I could not imagine any other show using that really effectively because it just, again, it looks cheesy, but it kind of works here, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I like the characters.
I think that
I can forgive it.
And then, if my memory serves me correctly, from there it goes on to Sing. No, not Sing. Joe goes to Arthur.
Yep.
Arthur's packing up, and
Arthur's packing up. Then Joe comes into the room and asks, "Hey, is my sister safe here?" And then before he says anything, he turns,
looks right at the fucking camera.
And then he turns back to Joe, and then Joe notices him looking at it. And so
because he starts telling them, we have certain protocols, and so here, I'll show you, blah blah blah. And then he shows them, turn tracker off, yes or no. And then
before that,
the boat password.
And the boat password.
So before that, he goes, take her and get out, boat code.
It was like 107.
Yeah. So I don't remember the code because I.
Yeah, exactly. And
then it goes to, and then he's like, so this is these.
Yeah, you basically,
Yeah, he plays along essentially.
Yeah, plays along, and then Joe kind of catches on, like, he's like, yeah, I understand. Okay, I will. Blah blah blah.
Okay, thank you.
And he goes. So he leaves. That's when Sing comes in.
Kind of like.
Oh no! He's looking for Toodles. The Toodles where
the Toodles alert comes in because he takes off the tracker.
Around.
Yeah, and then he's like, error. There is a error code that comes in. It's like error. Toodles tracker not
disabled
found.
Not found. And
then
his last location.
Resend.
Yeah, and his last location is the lab, specimen lab.
So he goes off towards the lab, Sings out front of the lab, kind of still piddling about, like, I don't know if I can do this, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then almost entering the code, doesn't enter the code. Arthur shows up.
I do like when Arthur showed up and Josie was just like, oh no.
Yeah, it's like he's a sympathetic character because he's kind of the heart and soul.
Oh yeah,
he's the dad.
No, he basically, if you think about it, he was essentially their dad.
Because he was the heart and soul of the people
project
that were actually at Prodigy. It's like he was the only one that had like legitimate ethics.
And he was actually concerned for
the kids' well-being, not for the hybrids' well-being. He was like, I want to be here for the kids. I want to make sure everything's happy, healthy, and that it's like we're doing good work and we're not like affecting them. And the moment he showed up there, it was just, nope.
So
poor fucker's dead.
So he goes in, he sees Toodles, he freaks out. He's like, oh my god. He freaks out to the point that he doesn't even care that it's a specimen cell. He opens the door. He punches in the code, gets the door open, tries to pull Toodles out, but he can't because the hybrid body clearly is too heavy.
Yeah.
And I do like that they showed that because when Sing lets the face hugger out, one of the flies is kind of teasing, coming out and attacking. The whole time, our little special boy, who's now a big boy, is in the containment cell across the way, just kind of tilting his head left and right, like, "Oh, what's going on over here,
Yeah,
guys?"
he's just kind of enjoying the show. He's
Yeah.
acting a lot like Bob in that sense.
Yeah.
At this point, he's just like, huh.
Trevor's enjoying the show.
Yeah,
man.
Point
Trevor.
this
he's
some
kinda,
shit.
Yeah. And then I'm also kind of wondering too, maybe, because essentially he's a newborn.
Yeah.
Is he treating it like, oh, what's this? Like what's going on?
Honestly, he could very well be, especially because it also depends. Because we know that the alien species typically acts as a hive, like a hive mind. So when it comes to this particular alien, since the other one's dead right now, and Wendy is the one communicating with it, is it technically still part of a hive mind, or is it currently by itself? And is it going to be able, and is that something that might increase the ability of cognizance of it? Or is it going to effectively fully latch on to Wendy as its designated queen until a queen appears?
Yeah, and not
So
to
those are
mention,
questions to
and then
ask.
not to mention, is it gonna mess with Joe? Because remember,
True.
it was created out of Joe's lung, so it technically has Joe's DNA.
Yeah, so it's actually technically, she could be its queen,
Yeah.
and it could be partially her brother.
Dun, dun, dun.
What in the Appalachian bullshit are we watching?
But anyway, so Singh lets the face hugger out. Beautiful callback to just about any alien movie. You hear the little going around. It's
Yes.
crashing in the
Little
thing,
skittering around.
Yeah, you see it in a quick, crawls across something,
I love it.
and you just know what's gonna happen. Especially when he tries to go to the door and sing. It's just like, well, they have my family. They have my family, and he's like, well, I have a family too. Blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, it's like, so what if you have a family? You guys both have families. What you're doing is wrong, no matter what. Like, so if you somehow survive, you have to, and unless an alien kills you, you're practically immortal, so you're gonna have to live with this a lot longer.
Yep, and live with it with the justification and guilt that a child can have.
Yep. So trauma.
Womp womp.
And
Yeah, because it seems. Sorry. I didn't
oh
mean to
no,
cut
go
you.
ahead.
It also does seem like Wendy is the only one that is technically maturing as the show is going on.
Yeah, 'cause I think
Wendy's
she
the
was-
only one that's like.
Wasn't she also just technically kind of on the older end
Yeah,
of the
she
spectrum
was.
in the first place?
She was the oldest of the kids.
She's not the oldest of the kids.
It wasn't that Curly?
Of the age. I think Curly is like the. She might be the second oldest. I don't remember. She is the first of
True.
the hybrids, but again, it's if you look at the characters themselves as how they act, Wendy's the main one that's acting far more mature and more like
Yeah.
she's actually like aging in her programming is that she's aging a lot more, unlike
Yeah, she is technically the special one.
yeah.
And everybody else is kind of stuck where they were, which in Shmi's case, I'm fine with. Stay that way forever, please. Never grow up.
But it also plays into the whole Lost Boys
Yeah.
thing with the whole Peter Pan, because Wendy technically leaves the land or the Neverland or whatever the hell. I don't know. I haven't watched Peter Pan.
It's been decades.
With her
What was that? Oh, no.
maturing.
No, finish your thought.
Okay.
Finish your-
So, again, her being able to mature more, showing that she's maturing a lot more. Will that also have a play with the alien thing? Because remember, I keep joking about it, her being like the queen essentially. She does make a reference to, hey, I'm starting to understand the language.
Yeah, it's like the little linguistic things
Yeah.
that she wasn't able to get. And she's like, wait a minute. So it actually is a language.
Yeah, so she's understanding it far more, especially with when she was talking to Joe, when Joe was like, we're going to get off the island and stuff like that. Before he says that, she goes, the punctuation is a bit off, but I'm starting to get it. And then, when she has the conversation with the therapist, she's not acting like a kid that's throwing a tantrum for what they did to Nibs. She's acting very much like an actual adult having a proper conversation.
Yeah.
So, it's
like there's a lot going on, especially with Wendy's character, that there's only 2 episodes left, and I really want to see how they're going to flesh it out further, if they're going to, because like with the setup from this episode, shit's going down next episode. There's no way it's not.
Yeah.
It has to happen. It's like there will be shit going down, but then how are they going to really demonstrate how she's going to continue to grow as a character, especially kind of into a pseudo-adulthood, effectively, over the next 2 episodes. So it's going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. And goodbye, Arthur. We hardly knew ye.
Yes.
Both Jose and I just did the sign of the cross. But yeah, it's like we're going to get another alien baby. Trevor is going to get a brother, which means that Wendy will have a stepchild,
Yes.
effectively, or a step cousin. The family tree is going to get
Really
closer and closer to a stump. And Shmi is probably going to continue being the best character ever.
Wait,
And-
that's where my shocked face came from.
Oh,
I just thought there's something.
Why did you think of something? Why would you think of something involving Shmi?
Because in the Peter Pan story, Shmi's not a lost boy. Shmi's part of Hook's crew. Shmi survives.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You're right.
And he's the only one that's not named after a lost boy.
You son of a bitch!
Holy
You have
shit.
a point.
So there's a chance.
There is a chance
There
he
is
might
a
live.
chance.
Excellent. So you know what? In that particular case, then I'm on board. I'm on board with this theory.
There is a small chance our boy might survive. Even if it's a thing where like Yutani's like, no, bring him back, and I want to talk to him. Like, dude, I'm fine. Wait, you? Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Like even if it's like
I have a feeling
like
we
even-
is gonna play a big part in this.
yeah, even if it's something where at the end of episode 8, like Morrow, Singh, Shmi, Arthur, they are back in Yutani.
Well, Arthur
And-
is going to be dead.
Well, yeah, well, you know what I mean.
It'll be legit. They're just parading him around like
Arthur.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Unless they're able to somehow, even
Well-
though technically it's rare ability to
Yeah.
do it, able to take out the
Yeah, it's
Xeno
like it's
without
highly
killing him.
doable, but
Yeah.
you'll still kind of have alien residual DNA in your body afterwards.
Even if they're at the end, like the cutaway scene is like, oh, Wendy and her brother escaped, and Wendy, her brother, and her brother's 2 buddies escape, and Prodigy's on fire,
Yeah,
as it should be.
New Siam just
and the other
aliens have
3
taken
are
over the island.
and Kirsch is still just there studying them. Oh, and one more thing about Kirsch, just to
Yeah, he
kinda
just
wrap it
watched the
up.
whole fucking thing happen.
He watched everything. So he watched Toodles die. He watched Arthur get face hugged. When they're traveling back, Boy Cavalier, who's acting like an idiot in the cockpit, wee, with his arms out,
And shaking the goddamn pilot.
yeah, I know,
like a
right?
moron.
And he's like, "Is everything good back at base?" He's like, "Affirmative." So Kirsch is full synthetic now. He's full synthetic.
That man said, "I'm going David all
Yes.
over, baby."
He's like great grandpa David gonna love me for this.
Oh yeah, it's like he is a very interesting character because obviously he cares about some things far more than others, and it's not actually, I would say he doesn't even care technically. He is super curious about things, and the way shit is going wrong, it's sparking that curiosity in him as a character to where it's like, why is it going on this way? What is the reasoning behind all of this? I think that's what his motivation is. Like, he wants to understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Why,
Like I
'cause
said,
he's a scientist.
He's a scientist, and like, not all the synthetics have been evil. A lot of them do it because, like you said, that scientific method of why is this happening?
Yeah, it's like they want to understand it, not necessarily because like, oh, I want to do this, but they just want to understand it so they have that data. Some of them want to be able to at least replicate it to a degree. Not everybody.
Yeah, not everyone. So
Like I mentioned it in one of the earlier times we were talking about Alien Earth, the comic that had Zola and this synthetic. I can't remember his name, and I can't remember the subtitle of the Alien comic. But he broke from Wayland Yutani's programming network. Like, he shut it down, the system inside his head. And he started even creating his own subroutines to try to approximate human emotions, so he'd become a little bit more human.
Yeah.
And
was it the Aliens Resistance?
it might have been, because it was a comic. It was like several issue comic run. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because I can see his face right there.
Oh, Davis one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it's like he wrote all these little subroutines to kind of give himself human emotions effectively. And it was a very interesting way to kind of see them use a synthetic in this situation. And I'm almost wondering if they're kind of going that direction with Kirsch in a sense. Because he's already very wildly smart because he is a synthetic. And we already know how he was compiled as far as data goes. Going further back, though, it'll be interesting to see how they, or not going back, but kind of going forward, it'll be interesting to see how they decide to play him up. Because obviously he has quite a bit of sass, and we love the sass. So we need more Kirsch in the next couple episodes. We need something to grow Wendy as a character a little bit more. Shmi is not allowed to die. And we got to see how Trevor and his new baby brother Larry are going to produce. So, and if either one of them is going to start growing into a queen, or are they just going to accept Wendy as the queen? That's kind of what we're looking at this point. So, boys, now that we have...
I just need the Kirsch and Moro fight.
Well, the Kirsch and Moro fight, but then we also need
forgot the confrontation in the elevator.
Oh, true. Confrontation in the elevator, that's pretty good. Out-sassing each other.
Yep.
And mild threats, veiled threats, stuff like that.
It'd be very...
it's good stuff.
What was it? Prometheus vibes?
Oh, yeah.
For the whole... when David was talking to... I think it was like... Not Shaw, the guy...
I forgot which dude it
poor
was.
Man's...
Poor man's Eric Bana.
Yeah. Or poor man's... Tom Hardy.
Yeah, it's like I don't remember. It's been a while since I don't remember the guy's name.
Basically, Shaw's husband or whatever his name was. They have a whole conversation about the engineers, and that whole conversation that Kirsch and Mora had gave me very
similar vibes
because it's like it's like, well, why'd you guys create us type thing, and it's like, oh well, just because we could, and then it's like David giving that sass attitude. It's like, what if you meet your creators and they told you that they created just because they can. And it goes back to the whole thing with Moro and Kirsch is like, well, you're not really human, but you're not really a machine. So what really are you? And then Moro replies with, well, you know what? The really good thing about what I really enjoy about killing synthetics is they don't feel pain.
It's like I would have thought that the pain would have been the most satisfying part of it. Yeah, Kirsch is a G. But yeah, so I guess one thing that we're going to do, though, is I'm going to send both of you away. I know this is your house, Jose, but you're going away. And y'all are going to watch Sweet Home on YouTube. Yes, it's not negotiable. All three of us are going to have to watch it by next week. Because then when we come back, we're going to talk about it. It's going to be like a Good Mythical Morning episode, except without video and with probably far more swearing.
I will probably be exploded by next week, actually. For personal reasons.
Well, that's fine. It's like we can let you be exploded for at least one more episode. Because it's just sometimes you just got to explode.
Yes.
But so homework though, Sweet Home, not the Korean thing. Japanese movie.
we should also at some
maybe
point
eventually
watch the Korean one. It's actually not
Speaking
bad.
of which, World of Wars.
Oh, War of the Worlds. Oh yeah, we got to mention that at least once.
Terrible
Josie
movie.
watched it.
I didn't watch it.
Watched.
I ironically watched a YouTube video talking about the movie, and yeah, no, the movie
Even
sucks.
that was bad. No.
Yeah.
So that's that's going to be our podcast for today because we have mentioned War of the Worlds, we've mentioned Magic the Gathering, and we have talked about Alien, and even a little Silksong here and there. It's like next week though, it should be a little interesting because we'll have Sweet Home, we'll have probably more forced Magic the Gathering talk, and I will find a way to mention War of the Worlds because that's what we do here. But yes, this has been the Shenanigoons podcast. I am John.
I'm Jose.
I'm Josie.
And the music that you have been listening to behind our sultry voices is by Kevin MacLeod at incompetech.com. So we're wishing you a good night and to get fucked.